Welcome to NHA's Learning Resource MA SkillsBuilder Clinical. NHA is the largest frontline healthcare worker certification and education organization in the industry, with over 1 million certified candidates. We are leading the industry and focused on our goal of empowering people to access a better future. We use the resources and information from our experiences and learning partners to provide content from education and training to certification and career development. Beyond NHA's 8 nationally accredited certifications and related study materials, there are educational tools that focus on didactic learning and healthcare cornerstones and skills developers. This video is going to walk through the MA SkillsBuilder Clinical, which is designed to assist MA students and academic programs, or employers interested in onboarding or upskilling staff with mastering key competencies of the role. MA SkillsBuilder Clinical is part of NHA's full learning solution options for medical assistants, which includes NHA's core learning in medical terminology and anatomy and physiology, soft skills development with personability, and principles of health coaching, additional learning with the MA SkillsBuilder admin, and exam readiness with the NHA Medical Assistant Study Package, and leading to the CCMA exam, NHA's nationally accredited certification, all of which can be mapped to the KHEP or ABHES accreditation standards. Using a unique series of modules, activities, and interactive assessments, learners develop and showcase a mastery of skills across 12 learning modules. Those 12 modules encompass 39 clinical competencies employers have told us they're looking for and can be leveraged as independent learning, guided learning, or in a collaborative setting, which may include additional lab work. Let's walk through how this learning resource works. If accessing through an academic program or with additional guidance, learners may be directed to follow specific modules in an order or be challenged to complete work by certain times. This is all visible through the learner's dashboard. This will also track the number of activities completed in each module, as well as quiz status. Either way, when a module is open to a learner, they can access the course content and should begin with the learning module. The menu tab on the left side of the screen will show the table of contents. From here, learners can navigate through the materials by clicking on specific sections or topics, which will expand into additional subsections. Each module will begin with the introduction to the module. This has an overview section, which includes important background information about the skills presented and important considerations. This page will also show performance objectives, supporting resources, key glossary terms, and equipment or supplies needed for the procedures covered. The Patient Experience Coach discusses ways to improve the patient experience when performing specific skills and the patient's overall perception of the visit. Though good customer service has always been important in healthcare, the patient experience is one of the newest metrics being used by institutions to gauge performance. The third element to the introduction area includes a case study. Each module will include 2 case studies, an introduction and a revisit, found in the summary section of the module. This introduction sets the stage for the reason for the patient's visit and quizzes learners on information presented in the overview. The case study revisited builds on this further, and learners can use information learned throughout the module to answer questions. Moving to the skills development portion of the learning, each skill will include a walkthrough with an overview of the individual skill, equipment and supplies required, competency checklists, supporting resources, and ends with a complete walkthrough of the skill with a demonstration video. This is then broken down into more digestible portions. This grouping of concepts allows for an easier absorption of keywords and information. These can include video and written explanations of steps, related knowledge, and rationales. It will break steps into beginning, skill-specific, and conclusion actions for the procedure. Modules will end with a summary broken into 2 parts: wrap-up, which includes links to all the videos featured within the module and post-procedure considerations, and then the case study revisited. Throughout the learning, there is an option to play audio, which will read aloud the content on the page. There will also be additional resources in the bottom left corner, which includes a supporting resources feature, which includes foundational and additional knowledge on the skill, diagrams, alternative procedures, checklists, and expected values for different lab tests. This area also has the glossary database for all of the clickable bolded terms throughout the learning materials, and documentation, where the credits and legal content is found. Once a learner has completed the module and feels confident to test their skill, they should then take the interactive quiz. Each quiz covers a representative selection of the skills addressed within the module to assess overall performance, as well as identify areas for improvement. Learners play the role of an MA preceptor, overseeing an MA extern. They are given a summary of patients to see and skills to perform. The learners are tasked to either perform the skill or direct the extern in doing so. Because of the simulated experience within the interactive quizzes, any selected response that is considered a major or critical error will automatically result in a failure of the quiz. Depending on where during the quiz timeline the error occurs, they will either be instructed to start again from the beginning or informed of the error and allowed to finish, so as to receive feedback regarding all of their selections. At the conclusion of a quiz, learners are able to access a dashboard report that informs them of their results. Depending on their responses, they could be identified as the preferred action, minor, major, or critical pitfall. To successfully pass the quiz, they must not select any responses that would be considered major or critical errors. Learners should print this page or save it for their records. These quizzes prompt learners to think about the fine details within the steps of a skill. Though it may be discouraging to not pass the quiz, the value of assessing a skill in these critical areas is clear. As they learn to focus on the small details, they will continue to grow their abilities, ensuring the mastery of processes and procedures. Through the whole learning process, personalized reports will load for individuals, providing feedback, as well as outlining assessments and calculated timestamps. The quiz reports won't describe what the learner did incorrectly, only that there was an incorrect response. Though quizzes can be repeated, if a learner receives a non-passing score, they should review the lesson materials related to those errors, and then after review, retake the assessment. Activities completed in each module will be monitored. Completion of activities is cataloged and will be visible to learners. Institutions who provide NHA's MA SkillsBuilder Clinical to learners will also receive detailed reporting. In addition, they will have access to NHA's Educational Toolkit to aid in implementation strategies, content mapping, and best practices for the material. Thank you for watching this snapshot of the resources and features found within the MA SkillsBuilder Clinical Learning Tool. NHA is here to support you through this and the entire educational journey. Please connect with your NHA representative for more information or questions on this or any of NHA's other learning resources around didactic learning, soft skills development, or stacking certifications. Here at NHA, we are excited to have you join us on this journey of empowering people to access a better future, and we will be here with you every step of the way.